Hello and welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Welcome to another day of triathlon training. Now, this is a bit boring and this is a bit like a tiny thing. However, it's a change I'm trying to make so I can drop some weight and be fitter, happy and healthier, all those things. It's about 5 to 11 in the morning. I've just been on a work call, but it's like an audio only call. So I've got on the treadmill and I've just been walking because what I'm finding is I'm very sedentary during the day. I'm just sat at my desk. I might get out for a run at lunchtime or like a bike session in the evening, but I'm not doing any real activity other than that, and that's really affecting my general fitness as well as weight. So I've just done 19 minutes walking at 2.6 miles an hour. So by no means like training, but it's just activity, isn't it? So it feels good to get the blood pumping. I feel a bit more awake, a bit more alive. So yeah, that's good. Maybe try and do this a couple of times a day, I'll see. The hardest part about this is getting up from the chair and doing it. I might do this outside in future, but of course we're limited to how many times we can go out in a day for exercise. That's one. So if I was to go out for a walk this morning, I couldn't then go out for a run at lunchtime. Let me know down below though, what's everybody else doing about that sort of thing? I'm absolutely 100%, I'm not just saying it for a video, sticking to the rules. I think we just need to just stick to it, and that's the easiest way. I know it's open to interpretation for like things like local, but other than that, I'm sticking to the rules. So, I'll see you later for a run, I think. Here we go then, as promised earlier, lunchtime run. I think I said something like, oh, potentially a lunchtime run or maybe a run. I need to change that. Always should be a run. I'm trying to be a runner. So I'm a massive creature of habit. I will do things like run the same run route several times a week. So what I'm doing today, I'll leave the stats on screen now. I'll park in the same parking space whenever I go to work, little things like that. I'm going to try and change that because I want to mix up my running routes, just so I'm not running the same route every single day or 4 or 5 times a week. The route I do, I run out on the flat about a mile and a half, then run for about 3/4 mile up a hill, do a little loop, then go back. Sometimes I mix up the way I go around the little loop, but that's probably about 15% of the total run. It's not really a massive change. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled in the next couple of weeks for some new routes, which will potentially lead to me just getting lost. But anyway, get this run done. And I don't know what I'm doing later. I was hoping that Liz was finishing work at lunchtime today, but she has not. She was actually going to join me on a run, but obviously not. So we'll see when she gets home and see what training we've got planned, because up to yet, I'm actually quite far ahead of my plan. Like, I'm not got to catch up, thanks. Not really got any catching up to do. It's more a case of, do I try and get ahead for the weekend? Who knows? See you later. Okay, good evening. Welcome to the game cave. Before we all start about my shoddy swim, technique, I'll try and use the excuse that it's really hard to focus on technique while I'm talking, but the reality is that I just can't get it working properly. How can you do a stroke how you do a stroke in the water if you don't really know what stroke you do in the water? So let's need to go closer. And for me, like 80, let me know if I'm wrong, 80% of this is just getting those muscles working. So I haven't done this for 3 weeks or so now. Again, I'd like to say because I hurt my back, but realistically I was only in one of those weeks, 2 of the weeks just I couldn't be bothered. So I'm now going to try and, I want to do both at the same time, efficient. I'm going to try and do this a couple of times a week, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, and just try and keep some of those swim-specific muscles working vaguely. I don't expect to get back in the pool and be as fit as I was after swimming 10 times in 2 weeks, but I hope to not have a massive deficit because I don't have much speed to, I don't have much speed to lose, I don't really have it. Anyway, so this is tonight's session. Normally, this is where I would be dropping in another bike session, but I'm not going to. I've looked at my bike sessions for the rest of the week. I have 3 more bike sessions, it might even be 2 actually. So I don't need to be doing another session tonight. Normally I'd ride 5 or 6 days a week. If I'm going to try and focus on running, even though I'm doing no more running tonight, I need to recover and be fresher for when I'm running. So that's the plan. That's why I'm not training on the bike tonight. I'm just doing a little bit of something so I keep my sanity and do something from the camera. 1,000. 1,001. Also, I'm going to do a bit of, I hope I can do this and I'll start it. Do a bit of strength work when I clobber these bikes loads. Just because again, I don't do much of it. I'm going to do a few squats without any weights, just try and ease myself back into some sort of strength routine. Now, if you haven't already followed Harry Palmer's YouTube channel and Joe Skipper's YouTube channel, I think they're starting some beef. I think there's going to be some YouTube fighting, so check those channels out. It's going to kick off. hopefully with me stirring the pot enough. Anyway, that is it, guys. I'm not going to make you watch me do any more than the minimum of this amount of strength work in inverted commas. So, I will leave it there for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope your training's going well. Anyway, I'm not going to make you sit there and watch me do a pathetic strength workout, so I'll just do a pathetic strength workout on my own, and I'll see you tomorrow at 4 PM. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the content. I'm certainly enjoying putting it together, and I hope it's inspiring you to train a bit more or regularly or whatever. I hope you get some benefit from it. So like and subscribe if you haven't already, that really helps me out, and I'll see you tomorrow at 4 PM.